Okay, I think it's okay now. I have not actually opened the enclosed video that shows the late President Mugabe's photo, but just running over the headline that reads not in those exact words. When we were fighting apartheid, Zimbabweans were saying, we are not their problem. That is a dangerous selective memory, so to speak, to quote Mugabe as saying that in the event he is the one that said that. It's selective in the sense that we must remember in 1980 when Zimbabwe, which was then called Rhodesia, got its independence of freedom from colonizers. Your Ian Smith of the day, Mugabe was not a leader of a zebra or what's this other one? The liberation arm of ZANU. The leader, the authentic leader, just like in our case, when our authentic leader, the president of the African National Congress was Baba Oliver Reginald Tambo, and Nelson Mandela was nowhere nearer or had everything not been manipulated the way the colonizers and the British spies, the CIAs, and all the foreign spy companies in collaboration with the apartheid regime. If they had not did what they had done with the African National Congress, meddling into the affairs and of the African National Congress, Nelson Mandela would not have been a president. If we just take it from the time he became a president, in fact, the cloned Nelson Mandela, not Rolihlahla Mandela as we know him, because we know ukuthi Rolihlahla Mandela wabulawa ngo-1985 alongside with the Cradock, what is now called a Cradock 4, which for 24 hours it was a Cradock 5 until they exchanged the body and everything that happened after that, which we are not going to dwell on that. My point is that Robert Mugabe was made by the British system. He was their spy. He was their own Osama bin Laden, if we want to say, who then turned against the system afterwards. Robert Mugabe was not the leader of the liberation movement and the armed struggle in Zimbabwe. Which armed struggle? That's the of the liberation movement. Those are the ones we were fighting alongside with against the colonization system, because the colonization is one system regardless of what borders they were operating under. Now the colonization system in Rhodesia under Ian Smith, who followed those that were his predecessors, it was one and the same system that was controlled in Britain. Now, Robert Mugabe was made by that system, just like Osama bin Laden was made by the CIA in America. He was made by those people. Hence, they made it important to becomes the president because that is around the 1980s, because they wanted to turn the people of Zimbabwe against one another, because now it was going to be a fight between those that were supporting Ubaba Nkomo and those that were supporting Robert Mugabe. But it did not become like that. The leader, just like in the Bible scriptures, the true leader will always seek to protect his people against any bloodshed that may be manipulated or want to be manipulated so that it can be spilled by the enemy. Like the very same people that come out of the same womb, ukuthi those children must fight and kill one another, because you must remember ukuthi we are the seed of Israel. We are the true Israels, the true sons of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, God in the form of man. That is what it means, and it's interpreted from its language of origin. Israel, it's not Israel, it's Israel, meaning that God in the form of man. Hence, in the same scriptures, our Father, our Creator, the Lord God Almighty, says somewhere, I have surnamed you. That is what he refers to, because we are the seed of Abraham. We are the seed. We come from the loins of Israel, which is Jacob, who is a son to Abraham. So that is why in the scriptures, our Father, our Creator, our God says, I have surnamed you. That is what he refers to, because he has called us the seed of Israel, as he has named Jacob after the Bethel struggle. In that morning, Magati, I will not let you go until you bless me. And then he says, what is your name? That was God, but appearing to Jacob in the form of an angel. Hence, in the Bible scriptures, is referred to as the angel of God, but that was God himself. And then Jacob says, my name is Jacob. And then we all know from the language of origin what that name means. He then says, your name is no longer Jacob, you are Israel. That was part of the promise, that was part of the covenant. Fast forward, I have to refer to the scriptures, because the scriptures, they tell us our origin, our story, not his story, our story, as we have been created and placed on this earth. Now, I'm on the issue of Robert Mugabe. In the 1980s, at the time Zimbabwe now got its independence. When that same independence, we must not lose the reality and the fact and truth that Zimbabwe did not get its independence or freedom alone, with uZipra fighting alone. We were there. Abo Krisani were there. Umkhondo wesizwe was there. I'm not going to talk about uAzanla Abla, but Umkhondo wesizwe was there, fighting and helping all these other states that got their freedom before us, which freedom we still have not gotten to the states anyway. We are still not liberated. We're still trying to get total liberation from the likes of the Paul O'Sullivans and his puppets that he handles, that are sitting at Lituli House, and I mean that in a pan. I know the person that building was initially named after is Chief Albert Luthuli. I don't know if he was a chief only, or he was a king inherently, because there's a history in that, and there's a difference between a chief and a king. We don't have chiefs. Chiefs is what came with the colonization system, when they were stripping us of our kingship and elevating their kingship Britain over us and making us subjects to Queen Victoria, Queen Witch Victoria, which we are not, which was wrong. And then they took their prey, which they turned into imbimbi, they turned into what you would refer to as askaris in the form of guerrillas. They turned them against us, the real and inherent kings, and they made them chiefs over us. Hence, in our lands, Umhlaba wabaThembu, the Thembu land as a nation, or the Thembus as a nation, because we are a nation as abaThembu. Hence, when they took uMatanzima, Kaizer Matanzima, out of the house of abaThembu, coming from the loins of uJoyi, who had no inherent right anyway to the kingship under Onyana Bagandanda, because waye ngumqaqwe isizana nina. So he had no inherent claim or right whatsoever to the kingship. Hence, the Dhomos and everyone that comes out of the loins of uJoyi, owayengumqaqwe, okanye wayelivezandlebe kumakhosikazi kaKumkani uNtande. The Dhomos come out of that, and that is where uRholihlahla Mandela also comes from. He comes from that leg of uJoyi, not from the other legs, ongumqaqwe okanye olivezandlebe. Robert Mugabe was that Osama bin Laden. Hence, at some point, in fact, in the very early years after the British the colony had managed to make him a president of Zimbabwe, so to say, as their prefect, they then bestowed upon him the title Sir. If you recall, or if you go back to archives and history, Robert Mugabe all along was referred to as Sir Robert Mugabe. And they only stripped him of that title. And that title is only bestowed upon any person by the Queen of England, the Queen Witch of England. Hence, Robert Mugabe is the only African that I can think of now upon whom that title of Sir was bestowed by the British colony, because the British Britain was an owner of Isadek region after the Berlin Conference. Remember the Berlin Conference that our father, Umdwanegazi, son of the soil, King Comrades, President Jacob Zuma, he was still president, active president of the country. He once gave you guys a lecture regarding the origins of this colonization system, what happened in Berlin around the 1800s when these Europeans decided bengavani nje bazawuvana ngathi. So they decided about those monkeys in that continent that is so rich, they don't deserve all the wealth that the Lord God Almighty has given them, has blessed them as the seed of Israel. We are going to take it over, but because they are the true Israelites, the true nation of God, the true nation that God, amongst the nations that he has created, he has then chosen this nation yethu ndwemnyama ukuthi nina besende likaYakobe endimthiyayo into yoba ngoku ndimtshintsha igama okanye ndamtshintsha igama abe ngu-Israel, you are going to be rich. These are the blessings that I am giving you. So they decided ukuthi akusifanelanga lokho, but knowing our story as they do, because they are the sons of Lucifer, and the sons of Lucifer, just like their father, their their job is to lie, is to kill, and is to destroy. And they know how powerful we are by the mere fact that we are God's people. We are God's sons. We are God's chosen nation as his people, as his chosen nation amongst the nations that he has created. They are very much aware of the blessings that have been bestowed upon us. They are very much aware of the dangers of ukuchitha igazi lethu, because our vengeance is with God. We don't take vengeance. Vengeance is with God, our creator, because he is our father, as he has chosen to be. Now, they don't want the wrath of God, our father, to be directed upon themselves. So they have always tried and have always succeeded in finding ways and means of getting us to fight one another, getting us to hate one another, getting us to kill one another, so that the wrath of our Father, our Creator, who is their Creator, by the way, as well, does not fall upon them, but it gets directed at us, knowing very well ukuthi xa ungumzali, it is not easy ukuthi now you apply an eye for an eye kind of situation when abantwana bakho seems like they are fighting or they are killing one another. So that is how they are manipulating the system, these messengers of Lucifer. Now, this is how dangerous I am trying to point to you, is this selective quoting or selective remembrance when it comes to how or what was our contribution, or how did we as children of Israel, as Indwe Mnyama, in this entire continent of Azania, how we helped one another to get freedom from the oppression of the colonizers, the Europeans, the messengers and sons of Lucifer. So they were very much, Zimbabwe was very much part of us, as much as we were very much part of their freedom, them attaining their freedom. But our forefathers, those that were wise and those that came before us, they came into an agreement that we are going to start by liberating one country at a time, okanye one region at a time in this entire continent. But as brothers and sisters, we are going to help one another. Hence now, this part of the map that you call a country, which is not a country, it's a destination or it's a location, South Africa, became the last one in the entire continent of Azania to be liberated, still being assisted and helped by our neighbors, Zimbabwe being one of them. Now, selecting that clip, Robert Mugabe, at the time he was still an active and very useful spy or tool of the British colony, that is the enemy, is allowing ourselves to play into the agenda and the narrative of the enemy, which enemy is the Europeans, and their agenda and motive has always been to divide and conquer, divide and rule, because they are very much scared of this one Africa, one continent, one sovereignty. They don't want us to unite as a continent that we are, the continent of Azania, because even Africa is not the name of this continent. The name of this continent is Azania, which means land of the blessed. There is no way God, having made us his nation, could not bless us. That is why the name, the rightful name of this continent, of who we are. We are Azanians, the blessed nation of God, blessed and chosen nation of God. That is our true name, not Africa, because Africa is the opposite of Azania. Africa means the cursed land. If it was really cursed, our land was cursed, and us as inhabitants were cursed, then why the hell are they leaving their continent and all coming to this cursed land? If really the true name of our land was Africa, meaning cursed land and cursed inhabitants, what the hell do they want from us, and that they have wanted from us all these 6 centuries? Because they started coming to this, in inverted commas, cursed land, which is Africa, as far back as the late 1300s or early 1400s, pretending to be the traders who were trading on spices and what have you, before they settled and decided to settle in 1652 and miraculously discovered this island and discovered us, or created us as inhabitants thereafter of this island, according to them. Of course, baketuli history, baketuli zinto. So we must not fall into the trap of selective listening, because all of that is part of them still trying to rewrite history and manipulate us and deceive us, so that we do not achieve that which we want or seek to achieve, which is total liberation of us totally, and reclaiming everything that they have stolen ever since. Unfortunately, we can only do as far as reclaiming is concerned, that is taking over is concerned. We cannot raise or bring back to life our forefathers and everybody that they have killed and murdered in the process all of these years. So they only stripped Robert Mugabe of the title Sir Robert Mugabe. Once now they had been defeated, once sekutekwa bamhlophe ebusweni benkawu, once Mugabe eventually sekaze wabona ukuthi he was used, maybe he allowed himself to be used in the process, whilst ecaleni naye he was being strategic ukuthi he must also use the British system ukuthi ingabi spiteful in terms of financing the new country now that was under the black people, the indigenous landowners. Because they could have done anything. It might happen. We don't know what went into the mind of Mugabe. Maybe he was also using them. He was also being or trying to be strategic and play their game in order for the new government that was in power to get funding and to get resources and everything from the British colonists, until such time that came the 20 years or the end of the 20 years. I'm not even sure. I'm thinking that it was originally 10 years in Lancaster Agreement, because in terms of Lancaster Agreement, amongst other things, was that the new government, yabantu abamnyama, the indigenous landowners, would not be spiteful against the colonizers in return for the funding and other things. And then once the 10 years or 20 years, I think it was 10 years originally in terms of the Lancaster Agreement. You can Google that, Google search that. From the libraries, trusted libraries, and just check what are the terms of the Lancaster Agreement, what were the terms of the Lancaster Agreement. And then the Lancaster Agreement was obviously between is ZANU-PF, or the new government Zimbabwe, and the erstwhile colonizers, that is the British government, wherein they undertook to let go of the control or in monitoring Zimbabwe regularly or gradually throughout that period, including the land, because land has always been the key thing, including the land ownership and the control and everything. The new government, Yamagerila now, under leadership kaMgabe, because uNkomo, they had manipulated him and replaced Ubaba uNkomo with uMgabe, their prefect. So the new government, Yabantu Abamnyama, would then get total control and sovereignty after the end of 10 years. Came the end of 10 years, Britain did not deliver. They kept shifting the goalposts and finding this and this excuse and that excuse until the late 90s, around 99, 98, 99, apho kwaqala khona ukuba novutho ndaba ke ngoku, and then ama-guerrilla, they took the land over, which is what now they call, and decided to scandalize it as this is another Zimbabwe land grabs. They called it land grabs when it was not land grabs. It's because ama-guerrilla and the people of Zimbabwe resorted to taking the land by force because Britain could not deliver on their agreement, which was called the Lancaster Agreement. Lapho babe undertake khona ukuthi in exchange for leniency for the colonizers that are still in your country, this is what we are going to do gradually over this period of time. And come the end of 10 years, we would have completed the giving you total power and transfer of everything that was taken from you since colonization. So they did not meet their own agreement. Hence now, ama-guerrilla decided ukuthi bazawuthatha umhlaba ngenkani. And what happened from 1999 going forward until happened. They then took the farms, they then distributed umhlaba amongst themselves, bypassing umbuso kaMgabe. And uMgabe was forced to accept that and not to act against that, because those are the true guerrillas that were fighting alongside us as Umkhonto weSizwe in the trenches and helping this entire continent ukuthi ikhululeke, ibe free from the colonization of the Europeans. So it was not a Uganda or Zimbabwe or Kenya thing. It was a continental thing, as we were originally, a continent, one continent. So there's a lot of things that the colonizers have done, including these borders that most of you are protecting, the colonial artificial borders, which do not do anything else except for colonizing us. They seek to colonize or to keep that which the colonists did to us when they decided at Berlin to divide us into countries. When we were not countries, we were just regions and sub-regions as one continent and as one nation, the nation of Israel. The true Israelites, not Israel. Le sebayikhombe as a destination lapho bayikhombe khona, and basenza imigaqo ethina, basihlubula our identity, bayithatha bazinikeza yona. But given the fact that the definition of the name Lucifer means that which always seeks to replace or to put in the stead of, you can Google Oxford Dictionary and go and check or go and Google, search for the Bible dictionary. Check for the meaning of Lucifer. Lucifer is what is happening. And the Europeans are the children of Lucifer. In fact, even Europa is the devil that they worship, that they come from, that they decided, this is going to be our God. That is the devil, that is a demon. That's a story for another day. But a story that is relevant or gives you a direction, those that have got limited knowledge, that is very dangerous. But no, iBhayibhile and this Jesus, it's not ours, yabelungu. It's not for Europeans, iBhayibhile. That is our story. Umnombo wethu, history wethu, ukuthi who are we and who are we to this God, this almighty God that created heavens and earth and everything that is upon and beneath the earth, which is us. So they are doing, when they are stealing our identity, they are doing what their father is, what they are, what their meaning is. The meaning of who they are is the sons of Lucifer and the messengers of Lucifer. That is who they are. And we are Israel, the chosen and blessed nation of God. So to refer to what Mugabe said whilst he was still a puppet and a tool of the British colonizers, and try and to attach that to our own brothers abaphilayo manje and ababephila nangaleso sikhathi, who were not messengers of the British system. No, not correct. It's playing right in the hands of the enemy, which is the deception and the manipulation of our true story and of what really happened and why it happened and why it happened. Mugabe said that, or might or would have said what he said, to the extent that we are not their problem, because he was used at that stage. And he benefited anyway, because he got to be president of Zimbabwe over Ubaba Nkomo, when he was not the rightful person to have been a leader of Zimbabwe. But then they went past, they got past that through their wisdom, abantu abadala ababekhona ngelo xesha, and they turned Mugabe around. Eventually he remembered ukuthi he is one of them. Hence now, bamhlubula ke ngoku that title kaShe, and he became Britain's #1 enemy, and indirectly he became the world or Europe's #1 enemy, because he was no longer singing from their hymn book after the end of 20 years. Ebambelele ekuthinini, nani Britain, you have not kept by the terms of agreement of the Lancaster Agreement. Now that was something that at least was legitimate and protective on his part, ukuthi bangambulali, that is what they normally do once a spy of theirs turn against them, or once a spy's identity has been exposed, they get rid of that spy ngokumbulala, bayamcisha, kuthiwa bayamsilencer for good. But for ukuthi bangambulali or bangenze ezinye izinto, he had to bambelela on the fact that you are the ones, Britain, that have started violating the terms of the Lancaster Agreement, and therefore keep your Zimbabwe, I will keep your Britain, Tony Blair, I I will keep my Zimbabwe and do not meddle in the affairs of Zimbabwe. Here in Zimbabwe, I am the president, and the people of Zimbabwe, through the president, will do as they wish in the land of their forefathers. You are not wanted and you are not welcome here. So it was sort of flipping the script around, using their own manipulation, because these people are liars. The devil is a liar, and the devil's son and messenger, in whatsoever way that they've become the messengers and sons of Lucifer, they will do what their father do. They will lie, they will promise you things, which things they know ukuthi you will never get. Hence, if I take you back to what Honorable Comrade Commander now, Andile Mngxitama, would always say, back in years, which still applies now. If you allow yourself to be used by the system, the enemy, you must know ukuthi whilst they are clapping hands and making you a hero and a shiro because you sort of like not like other blacks. You are a better black than other blacks that are us, because now we are radical. Ngoba asithengeki and we don't compromise. Sifuna umhlaba wethu, we know what we are looking for. Asithengishelwa carrot. But if when you allow yourself to be better black than the others, once they are done with you, with using you, they dispose of you in a very cruel way, a cruel way that is even much crueler than they would deal with me as a radical, or as they refer to me, Nkosazana Abathembu, as a radical. By the way, I'm not perturbed by that. I've been referred to as a radical since the days I was working with those Ian Smith remnants back in the early 90s. Kobo Maysco, Kubo Kwandebele National Development Corporation, Bronkhorstspruit, those Witvolve and Vergramde. We were working in the same offices, bengafundanga benjalo sinama degrees sinjalo, but we were reporting to them. That is how cruel the apartheid system was. With our degrees, we were nothing. We had to polish their shoes, not literally, so to speak, just for us to be able to get inside and learn umsebenzi, so that when our leaders came, abobhuti bethu nabosisi bethu came from exile with trenches, we are there to run the government as educated people, and not just educated, as experienced people, having learned ukuthi how to run a government, and having learned ukuthi by manipulate kanjani system, because we were working under them. Begqoka ama-Eugenics, ama-Vergramde, oKalinen. Lapho bowungakrosi, after 5 in winter, sekuhlwile sekusibekele, if you had to travel from KwaNdebele, KwaGafontein or KwaMhlanga or Nkangala, anywhere, and you are going to go through Cullinan to Mamelodi, because that was the only road, whether you're coming from KwaGafontein or from whichever area, but you had to go through Cullinan or from Bronkhorstspruit side. Kwakufanele uhlakaniphile, because there were chances of you not making it to Mamelodi or to Emabopane or the north side of Pretoria, whichever your destination was. 99% chances were that if you come across ama-Vergramde kule area yaseKalinen, they would kill you. Bazokugijimisa bhuti. nina ke ma-born frees abakhuluma isilungu ningayazi le nkululeko ukuthi sinye kanjani, sinye nyi sizama ukuthi sikhululeke, of which up to this stage you have messed things up ngesi silungu senu. You have messed things up. You have driven us back to square one, 10 steps, if not 20 steps back. So be careful of what you people listen to or what you people decide to quote as being our story when it's not our story. And be careful ukuthi who's telling that story. That is why we have to support our own media, have our own media platforms. I'm glad the new media that we started in the way as we started ngakhona, it's getting there. It's not there where we want it, but it's getting there. At least you're not listening and driven and controlled by the narrative. At least you are able now, after so long that we've been trying, you are able to listen. We're getting there. But Zimbabweans were always with us and they're still with us. I'm not saying Mugabe did not say what he said or might have said in this clip, but there's context to that. And it must be understood why did he say and how did he say that. And that does not mean what he said in that clip, I quote, we are not their problem. No. He did not mean it. There's context in that. One of that being that he was used by the system, the British colonist system. But at the same time, there is a very strong possibility that he was also clinging on that understanding by the system ukuthi longo wethu simtholile. He was also using the very same wisdom that Osama bin Laden used against America, because Osama bin Laden allowed himself ukuthi create i-CIA, imenze ithuli yayo, imnikeze all the secrets and information and what have you. And when the time had come, what is now referred to as the 911, Osama bin Laden was for the forefront of that. He was the one that led that 911 or what that which is called 911 now. And further, if I can just take that further, they did not kill Osama bin Laden. What they were showing everybody in the entire world, now we have conquered Osama bin Laden and we took him down, they were lying. Abu Obama, they were lying. Osama bin Laden is alive to this day, still alive. And they are damn scared of him. They're so scared of him because he knows their system. He knows how to manipulate it because he allowed himself ukuthi infiltrate ngendlela infiltrate ngayo, which is true, pretending or allowing them ukuthi bayazi ukuthi longo wethu he is our creation and their creation turned against them, which is in the end what Mugabe ended up being. He ended up being a thorn in their flesh because there is nothing that they could do to Mugabe. Okay, folks, that's my, it's not my 2 cents because I'm telling you this, what I'm giving you, akekho umuntu ozakunikeza yona anywhere, not amongst these things that call themselves politicians. Go doti bomasipala apho badlele elithuli house, pun intended. Nkosazana yabaThembu sanithanda, vuka sizwe.